Hey guys, I'm Latimer here. So, Diablo 4 Season 2 is finally here, and people are actually finally able to level because they can finally make a character. Today, we're going to cover a little bit of the good, the bad, and the ugly of Season 2 in its current state right now, at my current state. I am currently a level 47 Druid, spent a few hours at it last night. I've enjoyed some things, and I have not enjoyed some things. And so, we're going to cover some of those today. So one of the things that are going on right now, we're going to start with what I consider to be the ugly. So a couple of major things right off the bat. Uh, there's a shit ton of bugs in the game right now. Just issue after issue after issue. And so we're going to bring this in here just to show you. First off, number one, the season was delayed. Okay. So everybody's logged on, everybody's ready to go, and season rolls over. What do you know? You can't make a seasonal character. The season doesn't exist in the game yet because it's, yeah, delayed another couple hours. All right, it's not a horrible thing, but it's pretty ugly considering the fact that right now is the time where you should be shining. This is the time where you really need to pull out your A game, your triple A game that people pay for, right? We haven't seen that out of Diablo's team yet. Hopefully, they're going to get to it eventually at some point in time in the career of Diablo 4, but who knows? We'll see. Excuse me. So, right now, so we couldn't start the season right away. And then on top of that, right now, there is issues with crossplay. So people playing on multiple platforms or playing with friends on multiple platforms may have issues playing with each other because they are having technical issues with the crossplay. So they've made a lot of great changes to the game, but then they broke a lot of things as well. So as you can see right here, this is just a bug report right now over the last little bit. And I'll just refresh the page. As you can see, there's a lot of bugs going on right now. So we got constant network issues. We got Tree of Whispers, um, which actually we'll get to. That's a good one. So we got missing Chapter 3 rewards, which actually multiple people are complaining about. There's been freezing. There's vampiric bugs. Um, let's see what else we got. So we got quest items and goals not tracking properly. We got renown not transferring. Drop gears names are incorrect. So we got quite a few bugs going right now, and some of the worst ones that I've personally come across. So number one would be the grim favors. Okay, so we covered some of the ugly so far. A couple of the big uglies right now is so we're gonna hit you, and so we have our grim whispers, and then or the grim favors, which is an issue in itself. But I want to cover this one first. So we got this season journey and the chapters here. So chapter 1, 2, and 3 so far I've done. Chapter 3, you're supposed to get these rewards. Okay, when you've completed it, as you can see, I've completed it. I've claimed the rewards. One of them is a mount armor, strips and points. It's non-existent. It's been claimed, but it's non-existent, and this is happening to multiple people across the game. Um, so be aware of this that you may not be able to claim all your rewards, which is fantastic. Another issue with the seasons, okay? They did mention that they heard everybody's opinion about the season blessings and smoldering ashes and how long it took to get the smoldering ashes, and they kind of agree that people were a little bothered by the fact that it took so long to level up to get all your season's ashes so that you can actually get the benefits of the season blessings while you're playing the leveling, while you're doing the leveling, while you're playing the game, and not while you're at max level. So they said they were going to try and make that easier, and here's where we're at. You get your first one at level 28, I think. Your next one at level 44. And you know what? I'm not going to go through. You get 1, 53, 58. So you need to get all the way to level 82, guys. Okay? And I believe last season was 86. I could be wrong, but I believe last season was 86. So you need to get all the way to level 82 before you can actually fill your season's blessings, which I think is really way too far in the leveling process in order to benefit from the season blessings. Especially since some of the benefits are, for example, the boost XP, boost the duration of elixirs, which again is really the only major benefit is going to be the experience buff, um, at least for a while. The extra equipment, I gotta understand that one being a little bit better, taking a little bit longer. But like the bulk of these, like it really shouldn't take that long to get to all these, and it does. It is what it is. Getting back to the grid favors, which is another reward section, which is also on the ugly list. So you get your tree of whispers, where you get your little whisper caches, right? And you get those for doing the whisper events, such as right here. You get one grid favor for this. You get the three for this. One there. You get five for this dungeon. So one of the issues that is happening is the grim favors are disappearing on people. So I came in and I had all of my grim favors. Multiple times this happened to me last night, where I went to the tree whispers to cash in, and all of a sudden half my whispers are missing, or half my grim favors are missing. I had to go and redo them. Just randomly up and disappeared. No reason, no nothing. I've had that happen to me multiple times so far. So those would, I'd say, be the most ugly that I'm running into right now. Let's get into some of the bad. Some of the bad we're getting into is not getting credit for tasks. We got constant little skips all over the place. So if you don't know this already, you can track your. I'm just gonna move my camera here just a little bit here, guys, so you can have a look right here. Look in the bottom corner. If you hit Control R, you can track your FPS, frames per second, and your latency. Okay. Now, I've noticed there's micro stutter all over the place, and I think that's just because of the load on the servers, and I believe it to be latency involved. So last night when I was playing, I sit at a solid 60 frames a second, no problem. I have a pretty powerful computer. Latency is all over the place. It was ranging anywhere from 72 up to 400 milliseconds. It just random jumps back and forth. So latency is an issue, which is then also called movement issues, rubber banding issues. Another little issue I came across is clicking on things. Sometimes clicking on waypoints was an issue. So right now I can click on him. Actually, right there. See, I had to click that 3 times in order to open it up. Other times, see, perfect example. So yeah, sometimes we can open it right on 1 click. Sometimes it takes me 3 or 4 clicks. I don't understand what's going on with the game, but it is what it is. Some quest tracker issues where the quests aren't tracking properly. Let's see what else we got here. I had an issue with the druid quest where, so I had the, let's see here. Okay, we'll use this right here. Okay, you see this quest icon. So I would approach it, and I'd probably make it to about here on the map. I could see the quest icon and head to the quest icon. As soon as I got to about here, the entire quest just disappeared on me. Like it was ridiculous. Just up and poof, gone. So yeah. Another bad thing. It's really good to know that their priority was a hotfix to Steam, so that players were able to access the Crypt Hunter pack and store items. That was a priority to make sure that people can get their microtransactions in. Again, Blizzard, get your shit together and get your priorities straight, because obviously your game is falling apart because of the fact that you don't have your priorities straight. It's that simple. Okay. Now, that being said, I got a couple of things out of the way, a couple of issues. There's a lot more than what I've listed already, but those are some of the bigger ones that are out there right now. So that being said, there are some good things. There's some positives, guys. All right. So right now, I'm saying so a lot for some reason today, but it is what it is. Okay, so we're going to go have a look at the stash box here, which has some great upgrades. For one, you can now search and filter items, which is fantastic. Love that feature. You can search whether you want weapons, armor, jewelry, socketables, so forth, which is great. Love that. You got your tabs have been moved for your own storage. Personal storage is over here now on the right side of the screen. Uh, and then you've got your season powers. I can't really comment on the season powers right now. Do I think they're fantastic? At the moment, no. I do have a big issue with them. I do have to point this out actually because this is a pretty bad one. So you have your season upgrades here, but in order to upgrade them, you have to do it randomly and unlock them randomly. You can't pick and choose what you want to upgrade, which is absolutely ridiculous. So you're gonna have to farm a shit ton, and then you're gonna spend 25 of the blood to do this, potent blood, and then you got to pick one. That's quite literally that's what you have to do. You have to randomly pick one to upgrade. So you're gonna farm your ass off, see, and then you get random choices. It's absolutely. Oh, look at that! There you go. Got an achievement done, or task done, which is great. So I don't like that feature. That is absolutely stupid in my opinion. It's yeah, but it's Blizzard. So the mount is definitely faster, definitely a little bit smoother, especially if you're playing on PC. Love that. Watch this. I could not do this before on PC. Oh, I did get hung up there. But as you can see, it is definitely running a lot better, which is great. I did notice a couple little issues when dismounting in certain tight spots, like this right here. For some reason, it would like rubber band me or something. But aside from that, the improvements in the mount are pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. So that is a win in itself. I'm getting lots of items. I wish I would have showed you before I left town. Drops are plentiful by the looks of it. I was seeing lots right off the bat. As you can see, my bags are full right now. And then we're just gonna go. I'll show you my stash real quick. So this is where I'm sitting at right now. So I got more here, 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 here. So I've got lots of gear right now. And in fact, actually, most of that I got, obtained last night, and I haven't even had a chance to look through yet. So we're gonna go through that probably after I'm done this video. So now the other thing, another positive is the blood events. Where's the blood harvest event? Okay, which is fantastic. So one of the things you want to try and go for, there's a great farming technique here, and if you team up with some people, it's fantastic. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna harvest up these blood lures and the random drops from all the guys in the blood harvest. Okay, and then what you're gonna do is you can find these random chests here as well. You get those from the keys, which I've got 40 of right there. So you need 50 of these each in a group, and then so you need 3 people in a group that have 50 of the blood lures in order to summon this event. I'm just trying to get to it right here so I can show you. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. I ran right through a barrier. All right, right here. See this event? So each one of these require 50 blood lures. You want to get a couple of people to do this because don't do this by yourself because it's going to spawn a shit ton of guys, and then there's like 4 bosses at the end that spawn, which is really cool. And each one drops like 2 legendaries. It's fantastic. Great way to farm. Yeah. So the blood harvest event is pretty cool. Helltide, I cannot stand what they've done with Forgotten Souls, and basically are just forcing people to do the Helltide event, which really, if they wanted people to do the whole Helltide event, then they should have just made the Helltide event better. People would do the Helltide event then, but they choose not to. Instead, they're going to just try and make it monotonous. As far as the item changes, gear changes and stuff like that, guys, I can't really say it's better or worse right now, because I'm still way too early into the game for the season. And one thing I can tell you already, though, I am seeing something already, and it is that you're not going to be looking for damage stats. You're going to be looking for defensive stats, just to survive. So your character is going to basically be really tanky is the way I'm seeing it so far. At least that's the way my character's building, and which really isn't a lot of fun to me. I don't want to play a game where I'm gonna get strong by I can stand there forever and take hits. So I'm really hoping that's not how it's gonna turn out in the long run, but we'll see how it goes. Other than that, guys, that's where we're at, and I will keep you posted with some more updates later on. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe it. And yeah, until next time, guys, keep gaming. We'll see you then.